There are things women will never say out loud, vulnerabilities that hide beneath confidence, silence, or even sass. But if a man learns to see through the veil, he becomes irresistible. These aren't superficial tricks. These are real, raw emotional and primal codes wired into the female psyche. Codes that, when understood, unlock not only attraction, but emotional surrender. Most modern men never see them. Why? Because society has raised men to chase approval rather than observe truth. Women are taught to protect their emotional depth, to appear in control, even when their heart quietly aches for strength, certainty, and emotional leadership. These hidden desires remain untouched by most, but they're the very weaknesses that powerful men can masterfully speak to. Stoic men, masculine men, men who move not with noise, but presence. Let's dive into the 12 hidden female weaknesses every man must know to understand her soul, lead her emotions, and awaken her deepest longing. Number 1, her craving for emotional leadership. She doesn't want a dictator, but she deeply desires a man who can emotionally lead. When life hits chaos, her inner world spirals too. A man who stays grounded while she storms, who calmly offers a direction, becomes her safe space. Women may act strong, but emotional strength in a man is what they truly crave. Your ability to hold the frame, guide the energy, and lead without control makes her melt. Number 2, her weakness for silent confidence. Loud, flashy confidence is easy to fake. But a man who doesn't need to prove himself, who speaks less but carries power in his silence, is deeply attractive. She senses the mystery, the calm power behind your eyes. This type of confidence speaks louder than words. When she senses your inner peace, she lets go of her own guard. Your silence becomes magnetic. Number 3, her need to feel chosen uniquely. She wants to feel that out of every woman you could have, you chose her for something deeply unique. Not for looks alone, but for something only she brings. A man who knows how to make a woman feel rare, without simping, awakens her deepest devotion. She becomes weak for a man who sees her soul, not just her body. Number 4, her fantasy of being claimed. Modern society pushes independence, but every woman carries a primal fantasy: to be taken, claimed, and fully desired by a strong man. This isn't about control, it's about certainty. When a man claims her with presence, integrity, and unwavering desire, she feels safe to surrender, not to a tyrant, but to a grounded protector. Number 5, her longing to be seen beyond the mask. She wears a mask every day, smiles, laughter, perfect posts. But what she truly craves is a man who sees through it. A man who can read her silences, decode her moods, and hold her through emotional waves. When you see the woman behind performance, she trusts you with her truth. Number 6, her emotional exhibitionism. Every woman has a hidden desire to express her emotions fully, without judgment. Society often mocks emotional women, but when a man holds space for her wildness, her joy, her tears, her fears, without flinching, she becomes emotionally naked before him. That emotional undressing is a form of surrender. Number 7, her addiction to masculine certainty. Indecision in a man breeds anxiety in a woman. She might not say it, but she wants you to decide the direction, set the standard, and walk with conviction. Your certainty calms her uncertainty. It gives her permission to relax into her feminine. The moment you hesitate, she steps in. The moment you lead, she leans in. Number 8, her desire to feel protected without asking. She might never say the words, but every woman wants to feel physically and emotionally protected, not with brute force, but with your calm, grounded presence. When she walks beside a man who's alert, aware, and unshakable, her feminine side awakens. Protection is not what you say, it's what you are. Number 9, her weakness for mental domination. Women are not just turned on physically. They fall through the mind first. A man who can challenge her thoughts, playfully tease her, and spark intellectual tension makes her weak. Mental dominance isn't cruelty. It's sharpness, wit, and the ability to lead the conversation with depth and direction. Number 10. Her need for you to stay unavailable emotionally at times. Women test. They push to see if you break. They crave emotional depth, yes, but they also respect emotional independence. A man who doesn't get reactive, who keeps part of himself sovereign and untouchable, becomes irresistible. This space creates mystery, and mystery fuels attraction. Number 11. Her fantasy of surrendering to a man she trusts. Every strong woman desires the right moment to let go. She wants to surrender her control to a man she completely trusts. When a man earns her mind, protects her heart, and penetrates her soul with presence, she experiences true surrender, not just sexually, but emotionally. It's rare, and when it happens, it's unforgettable. Number 12. Her weakness for purpose-driven men. A man lost in women becomes unattractive, but a man lost in purpose becomes magnetic. When you chase goals, protect values, and walk the path of inner mastery, you become a force of nature. She becomes drawn to your energy, your fire, your devotion to something greater. Purpose is the ultimate seduction. Final Stoic advice. Women don't fall for the man who tries the hardest. They fall for the man who understands the game but doesn't play it. The man who lives with depth, who sees through the noise, who leads himself first. In a world of boys seeking attention, become the man who commands it through stillness. If this stirred something inside you, if you're ready to embody that Stoic strength and unlock what most men never see, subscribe to Stoic Desire. This is not just a channel. It's a brotherhood of powerful, masculine minds reclaiming their edge. Stay silent, stay sharp, stay stoic.